Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading I suddenly got inspired to the truth, to knowing the truth that someone has been hiding from you, one that you are meant to know right now. Can't wait to get into your reading to find out the truth that you are meant to hear about in today's reading. It's meant to obviously empower you with something. It's meant to show you something that is the right time for you to know about it. Okay, so I'm going to be pulling out, or I did pull out 3 tarot cards. By the way, if you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, you will find the timestamp for that down in the description box. If you prefer for Spirit to pick your pile today, you will also find a timestamp for that down in the description box. Otherwise, let's take a look at your cards today. So for pile number 1, you've got the Death card. For pile number 2, you've got the 7 of Pentacles. And for pile number 3, you've got the 6 of Wands. Should I place them a little bit up so we have space for everything else later on? There we go. As always, if you prefer to pick your pile or piles using your crystals, then let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, you've got the Amethyst. For pile number 2, you've got the Mookaite Jasper. And for pile number 3, you've got the blue Agate. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. In case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles, trust your intuition. It's meant to take you to the readings that will be giving you more information. You feel drawn to it for a reason, and you will be getting more information. Whether about this particular person that popped up in your pile, or maybe even another one. Maybe you're meant to know about several. Maybe this is your time of revelation. Trust your intuition is my guidance to you. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box, which will take you straight to your readings. And please note that in a moment, I will be assigning different zodiac signs to each pile. If this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer to pick your pile or piles using your zodiac signs, welcome, my dear soul family. This part of the introduction has been created specifically for you so that you can do just that. And in a moment, after the shuffling, I will be drawing out 4 signs for each pile. I think I've shuffled it well. Let's pull out our signs. Pile 1, pile 2, and pile number 3. Right, let's see what signs we've got. For pile number 1, the signs are Scorpio, Aquarius, Libra, as well as Cancer. The signs for pile number 2 are Sagittarius, Virgo, Gemini, as well as Taurus. And the signs for pile number 3 are Capricorn, Leo, Pisces, as well as Aries. So, my dear soul family, these are the zodiac signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your pile or piles using your sun, moon, or rising. I highly recommend you check out the 3. Alternatively, if you prefer to pick your pile or piles using any other placements in your chart, please feel free to do that. And once you're ready, as you know, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box, which will take you straight to your readings. And please note that the next section is all about Spirit picking your pile. If you're interested in doing that today, for Spirit to pick your pile today. Please stick around. If this is something that you're not interested in today, however, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. So if you prefer for Spirit to pick your pile, welcome. This section has been created specifically for you so that you can do that. And as you know, I assign a different tarot card to each pile every day. The Magician will be presenting pile number 1, the High Priestess pile number 2, and the Empress pile number 3, based on their numerology, of course. And what I like to do is shuffle the cards around until one of them pulls my attention. Ooh, and I will know it's your pile. The cards have been falling recently, and sometimes it's not the same pile. So in that case, I would tell you first, your first pick is the pile itself, which is whatever number this card is going to have. Then you might really want to consider the pile it fell on to, which is pile number 2. So it's a high recommendation here as well. Right, so your pile is pile number 1, and there is a high recommendation of pile number 2 as well. Perhaps it's an expansion or a different person that you're meant to know about, the truth about, in today's reading. So that is exactly what I see. I truly hope you've enjoyed the different ways in which you can pick your pile, and that it brought you the clarity that you need to find your pile in today's reading. And once you're ready, as you know, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your timestamps, and my dear soul family, I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at the truth that someone's been hiding from you that you are meant to know about now. And these are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested, by the way, in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. Very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Amethyst. Your significator card is the Death card. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Scorpio, Aquarius, Libra, as well as Cancer. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their pals as well. All right, so let's get straight into it and get more information about this person. See who's coming through. Right, so your first Enneagram is weak, and it's under the category of something temporary, the temporality. So the keywords here are in the near future, shortly, nearly, soon, almost, before long. It looks like some truth is going to be revealed to you soon is what I'm picking up. You've got the Enneagram intrusion under the category of fundamental injury. Stress level. So the keywords here are trespassing, invasion, assault, abuse, break-in, as well as disrespect. Okay. You've got the thorn apple with the key sentence, embrace your weirdness. Okay. You've got imagination. Let's keep it here, as well as investigate. The keywords here are look closely, ask questions, think before acting. Very interesting. But one thing's for sure, it does look like with the Death card and weak in conjunction to each other, that maybe something that has been happening, some trespassing, maybe invasion, whatever this is, it's ending soon. So let's take a look at your tarot cards to get a complete picture of what we're looking at. Thank you. So First card up is the Seven of Wands. Next up is the Seven of Pentacles. The King of Wands. The Four of Swords. As well as the Page of Swords. We have space, don't we? Yes, we have space for one more card. And you've got the Four of Pentacles, and you can see the Death figure. Very interesting. It's like someone is taking something from you or keeping something from you. Trespassing. They're abusing something maybe, and this is about to end for them. So it looks to me, look, I was going to place that one here. So the time that this ends for them is the time that you are going to officially know about it. But it seems like you're meant to know about it in today's reading. Perhaps it will help you deal with this situation better once you find out about it. So who's coming through here? Who's coming through? This person who's coming through has created a lot of challenges for you in terms of bringing many people against you, but you were standing your ground. So how come you don't know? You don't know then. What you don't know is what they're keeping from you, right? But we're looking at someone who constantly riled up people against you with the Seven of Wands. We're looking at someone who is in power with the King of Wands. Someone who loves power. And we're looking at someone who... No, I have to think before I decide what I'm seeing with the cards. I'll just take a moment to... But one thing I'm sure of is that this is someone in power or loves power. They've been riling people up against you. And look at the position of the Page of Swords. The way this Page of Swords is holding their sword is the way this Death figure is holding their... what is it called? Sith, I forgot. Something like that. So it's the same way. I have an inkling that this is you who's going to end this situation for them. Oh, it's about time you find out, I guess. Maybe this reading will help you trust what you're imagining, because this is a deck about powers. And here we have imagination. So maybe you've imagined what they were doing. You were able to understand, visualize what they're up to. Maybe this reading is going to show you that you can trust what you're imagining. Anyways, this is just an initial idea. But let's continue and inspect the cards. You know what? I'm going to take a look at your significator card, the Death card, which is the card that a lot of you have been drawn to. So we have the Death card. Let's see who this is. So it says, the Knight with the Scythe, whose name is unknown. Whose name is unknown. Hold on. I'm going to be flexible in this reading and changing my mind whenever it's needed, as I do with all of the readings. I'm very open to allow the cards to correct. So it's okay to be to change the whole idea of the reading the more we understand it. What I'm changing here is that, yes, This is someone that had many people riled up against you, but maybe not just you alone. Because seeing whose name is unknown makes me feel like the direction of the reading is a little bit different than what I've noticed. I think this is someone who works in the background, doesn't want to be known or seen, and is perhaps making everybody rile up against each other. At least if someone is in a higher position a little bit or has gotten a bit of power, worked hard to get a particular power, they make people rile up against each other. It's almost like to stop anyone from reaching any particular power. Like up to a certain point, nobody can get there, and they work behind the scenes. So that's what I'm starting to see. And I'm starting to feel in this reading that it's not only you that has been lied to, because this is someone in the background who doesn't want to be known. And it doesn't have to be like such a conspiracy theory. It basically could, this thing happens with a lot of groups of people, even working together. Someone wants something, they can go around, for example, spreading rumors so that everybody's fighting for something while they focus on growing because they know specific information, for example. You know, something like some form of dynamics here like this is happening in some area of your life, it seems, whether you're aware of it or not. So it says, it's talking about the knight with the scythe. The guidebook says it runs and frets on battlefields or within domestic boundaries, with no regard for rank or social position, wealth or poverty. An ally of heroes, a silent companion before battle is engaged. She is invoked by the fearless and feared by the cowards. It lurks in the night amidst the dreams and fears of those who fear judgment, while lulling the nocturnal memories of warriors. You know what I'm starting to feel? I'm starting to feel like this person has powers if you fear them, or if you fear the consequences that they're using to gain power over others. So, yes, it looks like this is a person who is in a powerful position somewhere in your life, but they are gaining power due to, with the Seven of Pentacles, the individual power that each one is giving to them. And with the collective giving, they've become powerful. It's like the idea of getting wealthy by taking only $1, but from a large group of people. It's $1, which may not be much to many people, but together they mean a lot. And this could be used in the good as well as the bad. Like in the good, we use it for charity. But in the bad, it's someone making you feel like you're powerless because they're only taking, quote, in quote, out $1 from you. But really, they are in power because of that $1 that each one is choosing to give. And here, it doesn't have to be dollar, of course. It could be a convenience that someone in your life has, because each one just doesn't want to worry about that particular convenience. And with the collective not worrying about this, getting that convenience, this person gains power. So that's the sort of person or the who's coming through in your reading. Powerful through the collective force, some form of collective, like your whole family maybe is giving them their power, your whole company, the whole area, something like that. Now, this may look mysterious now, but I can tell you that within a week, take the timing with a grain of salt, but at the very least, very, very soon, you and the collective will be finding the truth, just like each one has been contributing and giving power to this person and sleeping, not, sleeping on the fact that this person has this power because of the collective. There's a waking up happening, the swords, the alertness, because of each individual going, no, you have all of this, and because of me, and I am ending this, because now I know that I have the power. It's a collective awakening, it seems. And perhaps with imagination, each one could have had an inkling that something is wrong, and they were called off for imagining things, or even called a conspiracy, like stop creating conspiracy theories. And again, it doesn't have to be on a big scale. It could be on a small scale or on a big one, We don't know. But recently, many people have been like, or at least the awoken ones, and you seem to be one of them, have been thinking, I'm imagining this is what's really going on, because this doesn't feel right. Now, it looks like recently you've been investigating, or this could be your guidance to investigate further, to look closely, to ask questions, to think before acting. But I'm feeling like recently you have been doing that, because we see with the Page of Swords, which is the card of investigation, being curious, asking questions. And this is the Page of Swords. This is why I'm feeling like you have been doing this work recently. You've been thinking, you've been asking questions, thinking before you act. You're like, hey, this doesn't seem right. Something is wrong here. And the reason I'm going through all of these challenges is because of this, that, and the other. It's because I've been allowing it seems. So whether this is representing you facing all of these challenges because of that person, or you and many others have been fighting each other as a cover-up for this person to keep their power, whichever is resonating with you here. It could be just about you, and you've been thinking, hey, this is not right. All of these challenges are because I've been giving my power to this person. Whichever one is resonating with you, it's the same reading at the end of the day, saying that this person has been keeping you sleeping, and the only way out to the truth is you reflecting with the Four of Swords, looking closely at the situation, asking questions. There is something weird about the situation, and you've finally embraced this weirdness. You're like, hey, hold on a minute, this is terribly weird. And you've been asking questions. Perhaps you've been accused of imagining things that they're not true. You could have been manipulated or been gaslighted to think that there's something wrong with you, when really you're thinking deeply about this, and you're starting to reflect deeper and think something is wrong here. I think you're coming to a realization soon, within a week, you and others. Maybe it's just you. At least you're freeing yourself, even if others don't wake up, because we know that the Death card here talks about how it only has power over those who are afraid. So I think you're waking up within a week's time to the realization that you're not powerless, and you are, in fact, taking action and winning over getting your rights back from someone who seemed scary. Look at this Death card. Ooh, seemed scary, but really was holding on to every bit of whatever they have, because they relied on you releasing your power for them to have this power. And if you take your coin back, your power back, it does make a difference for this person. One person released here from the situation. This person is you. Here you can see that you are finally ending this intrusion, this trespassing that this person is able to do on you by embracing this weirdness. You're like, you know what? It may sound weird that I'm imagining things, that someone can take things this far, that a story, that it sounds like a movie, and not something that can happen in real life. I'm embracing that, and I'm going to investigate. I'm going to embrace sounding weird, looking weird, taking all these measures that are weird, because I genuinely feel that something is wrong here. So let's take a look at the thorn apple. I'm sure we're going to get more information about what you're about to do here. I'm very curious. Let me get your guidebook and see what you're about to do and what you're about to discover. And perhaps this reading is really showing you what this person is hiding to help you with your investigation. So the numbers are so small here, I can barely see them. That's 11. That's 12. That's 13. We've got the thorn apple. Right, so we're going to be taking a look at the poison and the antidote. The poison, it says, thorn apple stands out from the crowd and is very self-conscious about it. Their appearance is unusual in some way, and they tend to dress drably so they don't draw attention. They have distinctive ideas and ways of dealing with life that others just don't appreciate and often feel misunderstood. They would love to express themselves more creatively through dress and fashion, but are worried they will be ridiculed further. The antidote. Thorn apple was never meant to blend in. Their soul purposely chose to be a peacock in this lifetime. Once they embrace this and start expressing themselves fully, then in time, they will realize their unique take on life. They will realize their unique take on life will bring joy to themselves and others. We are not meant to be carbon copies of each other, all dressing, looking, and thinking the same. Thorn apple was always meant to think outside the box and express themselves without outlandish outfits and ideas. When thorn apple embraces their weirdness, they pave the way for others to also express themselves in a beautifully distinctive ways. I think with this person in particular, you've had the strongest inkling. You are a person who's highly intelligent, awoken, and curious. But I think a part of you was so afraid to express their ideas because now I understand one person fighting everyone. Yeah, perhaps this person told a lie that was so strong that if someone were to say the truth, everyone would be fighting them. So you're not meant to blend in because you are. I don't like comparing, but I just want to let you know you seem to be more intelligent. You're open to asking questions. You're open to being curious. You're open to finding the truth. You're not here to blend in. So if you don't speak your truth and act like everyone else, you are misusing the intelligence that you have. It's okay, I believe, with embrace your weirdness. It's okay if nobody believes you. And it's okay if nobody is able to pick it up. It's okay if you are the only one who picks it up, I guess is what your reading is saying. That's okay. And maybe not everyone is coming with you on this ride of you figuring out the truth. But you will be the first one to free yourself from the grasp of this power of this person. It's okay if nobody's going to talk to you because you're going to take your coin and leave. First, everyone else is stuck in that bush. Remember, you're not here to blend in. You're meant to stand out like a peacock in this lifetime, which means, in my opinion, looking at your reading, that this particular move that you're going to be taking, although you're very afraid that you could be ridiculed or you're going to be taking it alone, you will be commemorated for it. Because watching you be free in this way and find your peace of mind will make you absolutely stand out and will give the opposite effect to what you're imagining. Because it looks to me with the end here and the death card, that you are ending this right away. It's not a long process that you're going to go through to try to get your rights. It seems it looks way easier than one would think, or what you could be imagining. It looks way easier than what it seems to be with a particular power like that. Who would think that such a strong power could be that fragile to one piece breaking out and leaving? Means it's only working through the fear. And if you're not afraid of everyone going up against you, and everybody will be going up against you in terms of labels, embrace your weirdness. That's what this power has over you. If it takes for everyone to think what you're doing is weird, and you break out of that, then that's it. In your case, it's not about you losing something major that's going to affect your safety, let's say, affect your money, affect your safety, affect something that is vital for your survival. Then in that case, this is why I'm saying it's only affecting people's perception of you. And I'm not taking this lightly, obviously, but it's also not at the same time affecting you in a major way. And breaking out of what seems to be here sort of a herd mentality, breaking out of that will make you the first one to stand out as the person who truly freed themselves. I think you're waking everyone up by first doing your investigation, asking questions, being curious, figuring things out, and you're about to figure something big out within a week's time, it seems, more or less. And you will be the first bold one to go, I don't care if everyone thinks this is weird. I don't care if everyone fights me over it. I am going to liberate myself. I'm going to end this for me. I'm not afraid anymore. And because of that, you're going to stand out and you're going to be a leader. And instead of everyone fighting you, I think you're going to pave a new path for everyone, because I see other people here coming towards you. So it looks to me like once you free yourself, you'll have other people coming towards you and going, hey, we're sorry we doubted you, or we're sorry we weren't listening to you. Can you kindly help us and give us more information on how we too can free ourselves? It's easy, just go and say no. So more people are coming towards you and listening to you. People are seeing that you are the only one now who has peace of mind. The only one who doesn't care about this great, scary power. You are not someone who is being abused in this way. So you're creating an awakening here. Look at that. You've got the Six of Wands. You've got the Chariot. Wow. And you've got the Knight of Swords. One more card here is popping out. Knight of Cups. And I know I said one more card, but this one moved. And look at that. You're getting the Ten of Pentacles. By getting your coin back or your rights back, this will lead to abundance of some form. Great results. It's kind of like you were afraid to lose some inconvenience, but you realized that if you were to go through this inconvenience, you would get an inundation of abundance, which doesn't make it an inconvenience, I guess. It's only a bridge. While everyone's like, oh no, there is this running river. There's no way we can get to the other side. by sticking with it, sticking with the inconvenience, you're like, but hey, now that I'm free, what if I build this tiny bridge that would take me from this place to that place and you cross to the other side? So it's like you staying with the inconvenience allows you to understand how you can use this power that somebody else is taking from you to create an inundation of abundance that totally benefits you, that you can enjoy. So what am I seeing up next for you? I'm seeing you win easily. How can I say this? You learn about this information, you ask questions. That's your power here. You dare to ask questions, you dare to investigate, and you dare to go say, no, look at the information here. This is wrong. This is not your right. I want my right back. And you get your right back. Sometimes we don't get our rights because we simply don't ask for them. And so it's as easy as that. You win over the situation. You move forward. You surprise many people how you easily were able to move forward and nip it in the bud right away. Taking out of your way the real inconvenience, the real blockage standing in your way all of that time, and enjoying all this inundation of abundance for yourself. And sometimes it is a little inconvenience that could be standing in the way for us to enjoy so much in life. We never get to find out about until we decide to handle this inconvenience for ourselves. And yeah, this is exactly what I see when it comes to the truth that someone's been hiding from you. Somebody's been taking something that seemed inconvenient from you and someone. This gave them power, but their power is not real, because the minute you go and say, hey, I want my rights back, they can't do anything but give you your rights back. Right away you win, you move forward, and you realize, oh my God, having this allows me to get so much more than the little that I've been getting. And this is exactly that I see as the lie that's been hidden from you, my dear pile number one. That something that you're about to discover, the energy of your reading shows that you're not going to be afraid of taking some drastic measures, even if everybody doesn't believe in what you're doing. And it looks to me that you're going to follow your curiosity. You're going to take action, although it might look so weird, maybe even to you initially as you're taking these actions, but you're so sure about it because you've done your investigation, and you are going to win. This is coming up for you very soon. And my dear pile number one, this is exactly what I see. I truly hope you've enjoyed this reading. I also hope that you kind of know what this is about. If you don't yet, don't worry about it. You're about to find this out. You're about to ask questions in something that you've always been imagining. Doesn't seem right. This was your reading, my dear pile number one. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number one, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at a truth. The truth that someone has been hiding from you, that you are meant to know right now. These are the decks that I'll be using to explore this reading for you. And by the way, these are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Mookaite Jasper. Your significator card is the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to add your zodiac signs. Hold on. There we go. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Virgo, Taurus, Gemini, as well as Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, I think we are now ready. Let's take a look at your oracle cards first. So you've got the poison ivy with the keyword psychic vampire. Okay. You've got wake up with it's your moment. I think with the wake up, this reading is going to give you a wake up call, is going to show you something that maybe you've been feeling but you're not seeing, or is going to absolutely serve as an alarm clock to show you something that you're not seeing in your life. Let's explore what that is together. Right, so you've got joy. Wow, what a beautiful card. Okay. And you've got the marriage enneagram. So the keywords are holy matrimony, ceremony, wedding, wedlock, sacred union, as well as official commitment. Okay, lovely. Let's take a look at your tarot cards. These cards have reverse cards, like every card has the upright position and the reverse position, and depending on what we're going to see, it's going to be either the up or the down. Right, so for example, here is the Hierophant. This is the reverse position as opposed to this one, upright. So we've got the Hierophant in reverse. All the cards in reverse I'm going to keep up, and or we can actually push down, and the cards upright we can always push up. So Hierophant in reverse, the Tower card in reverse. No. Yes, this one's just about to, let me check. Yeah, that one's already fallen down, and that one's about to, and thus this is in reverse. Right, the Tower card in reverse. This one has the usual crown falling, as we know. All right, you've got the Chariot upright. You've got the Page of Cups in reverse. The Ten of Cups upright. You've got the Hanged Man upright. Yeah, and that's the space that we have. And let's stop right there. So 3 cards upright, 3 cards in reverse. What am I seeing here? You see, the Hierophant is a card of commitment, right? And in a love reading even, it could be a marriage card, like someone's gonna get married, for example. But it doesn't have to be that. All I'm trying to say is that these cards are definitely connected. And it looks to me like you have someone that you're, some sort of partnership with someone, some form of commitment that you have with someone. And with the Hierophant in reverse, it looks like there's some form of corruption here, like with holy matrimony or the sacred vows, for example, the sacred commitment. Here you can see that there is someone who's supposed to be committed to you in is supposed to be committed to you. They could, something about what they're saying or doing is a little bit corrupted, and you can see with the Tower card in reverse, so much so that it's starting to bring something fundamental down. It's causing a breakage to something, and that's why we can see the keyword wake up. In fact, with poison ivy, we're getting the keywords psychic vampire. So I would say that this person could be sucking the peace out of your life with psychic vampire. I feel like their words or their actions or their dishonesty or something is wreaking havoc in your life, whether you realize it or not or yet, but it's really breaking something fundamental in your life. It's your card is even saying wake up. In fact, looking at your reversed cards, if we take a look at the Page of Cups, which is supposed to be loving and innocent, and maybe to a great extent they're wonderful people, that's why it's slipping you by. With the Page of Cups in reverse, it looks like their innocence is not so innocent after all, because they could be using their innocence or their goodness to feed their shadow, to do something that only benefits them. Page of Cups in reverse. So what we usually see with the Page of Cups upright, they're playing with the fish. You can see the innocence, you can see the friendship, the bond, the innocent bond, the beautiful bond. Here, the Page of Cups in reverse is drinking and enjoying something. It's not a shared joy, it's a personal joy, to the detriment of the unity, to the detriment of a certain connection. So with holy matrimony, this is like, if we take a look at the marriage card, it talks about a union that is there through thick and thin, through the good times and the bad times. It's there as an honest friendship, as an honest union. It's an honest union of two people who should genuinely love each other and be there for each other no matter what. While here you can see that someone is benefiting from something that should look innocent with the Page of Cups. Perhaps this is why it's slipping you by. So with the Hierophant, you trust this person so much, Hierophant, right? You're allowing them to even have charge of something, be in charge of something, or lead in something, or at least there's a lot of trust. And maybe they are trustworthy in many ways, but there is some form of corruption here, and it is wreaking havoc in your life with the Tower card in reverse. It's absolutely hurting you. And I think with Psychic Vampire, seeing joy in conjunction of that, it's taking away from your joy. It's taking away from your happiness. Your cards are saying, wake up. It's your moment to wake up. And again, as you can see with the Page of Cups, the reason for that is that they may not be a bad person overall, but there's something with poison here. Something is so poisonous, something that they operate from their shadow in, that is slipping you by. They're benefiting from it greatly, and in return, it's wreaking havoc in your life. And you can see with the Chariot, the two lions coming towards the camera, towards you, you can see that there's light and there's shadow. It could be possible that someone can operate from the two. They're not mutually exclusive. They can coexist together. Two things can be true at the same time. You can have someone who is good in many ways, but hurtful in some ways. And so with the light and the shadow, there's these two forces are moving at the same time, simultaneously. There's a lovely part in them, and perhaps why you trust them with the Hierophant, but there is a shadowy aspect of them. And even if you think it's a small thing, and even with the Ten of Cups, if you are very happy, that whenever that shadow appears, it wreaks havoc in your life. All right, I don't know why you have the Hanged Man. And I don't know why your Seven of Pentacles is your significator card. But to find out, I believe the clue would be in your in this Poison Ivy card. Let's look at the guidebook and see what your significator, sorry, and see what this card is showing us that I may not be seeing. Perhaps giving us more about the truth that someone is hiding from you. Perhaps we get to understand more about the truth of why they sometimes may be enjoying something that to you could be robbing joy from you. So we'll take a look at number 12. It's opened at, no, it's not actually. That's 11, not 12. Poison Ivy. So we're going to take a look at the poison part of this card and the antidote part of this card. So the poison is, it says, the disempowered poison ivy is an energy or psychic vampire and a bit of a taker in friendships. Didn't I tell you guys? They like useful friends and often ask for favors without returning them. But they seem to have forgotten that their friendship is a two-way street. Isn't this very similar to what we've been picking up in your cards? They are the kind of friend who will only appear when they want something. Poison Ivy is very good at one-sided conversations, often becoming quite emotional and demanding comfort and mutual outrage. But the recipient of these strong emotions might not have the capacity to deal with the onslaught and feels uncomfortable. Let's read that part again. Poison Ivy is very good at one-sided conversations, often becoming quite emotional and demanding comfort and mutual outrage. But the recipient of these strong emotions might not have the capacity to deal with the onslaught and feels uncomfortable. It's difficult, as Poison Ivy has had a challenging life and deserves compassion. Okay, the antidote. Friendship is a mutual relationship built on respect and reciprocation. If Poison Ivy shifts the focus away from themselves for a moment, they may realize that their friends also need help and support. The give and take of friendship is highlighted. When Poison Ivy needs to rant, they can ask their friend first if they are in the right emotional space to listen to them. Instead of constantly dumping on others, they can speak to a trusted therapist or record their upset in a journal, as this can help to process strong emotions. So you can see overall, for a relationship, any type of relationship, this does not have to be a spouse or a boyfriend or a girlfriend. It may be a friendship, it may be a work partnership, it may be any sort of partnership that you have with someone. And so, as you can see from the Poison Ivy, something has to be mutual for it to be fair. As we were talking, someone's enjoying something on the detriment of the emotional state of another. Something here is unfair, and it may look small in the grand scheme of things, given that the Ten of Cups here shows that there is a lot of happiness in this connection. This reading is not here to tell you, hey, break up with this person, for example, but it is here as a wake-up call regarding the truth that somebody here is hiding from you. It means that this person knows, actually, that they are enjoying something that is wreaking havoc overall in your either in your mental state or in your joyful state. They are robbing joy for them to enjoy. Isn't balance here. And so things must be mutual and they must be fair. No one should be enjoying something to the detriment of another. something here must be discussed. In fact, if we take a look at what must get done, I do see here with the Hanged Man some form of pause. That's what the Hanged Man is. Some pause needs to happen. Some halt needs to happen. Let's get more information on that. What needs to happen here so that we complete the full truth that you need to know right now. Okay. Your card is saying it's your moment, which means that you're, from the very beginning, you're called to do something. You're called to take some specific action. Let's explore this action together. So, you've got the Eight of Swords upright. Let's keep the upright here. You've got the Three of Pentacles upright. Looks like stairs. 1, 2, 3. You've got the Queen of Wands upright. Sit in your power. Sit in your balanced power, not in your poisonous power. Like, don't sit in your power by doing things like anything toxic, really. Here, with the Queen of Wands upright, it's sit in your power in a balanced way. You don't have to come from a place of, I don't know, like fighting, punishing, anything like that. But you must sit in your power. Six of Wands upright. Nine of Wands upright. All the cards are upright. It's almost giving a message of making everything right. Bringing things back right. Adjusting this reverse situation. That's why you've got the Hanged Man. This reading is not inviting you to end things with this person. This reading is inviting you to stay in discomfort with the Hanged Man. Maybe this is a pause in the connection or something, or like doing something that may usually be uncomfortable for you, but nonetheless doing the right thing, even if it's uncomfortable. You've got the Two of Pentacles upright. Okay. All the cards are upright suddenly. So yeah, this is an invitation with all of the upright here to adjust the situation. So how are you guided to adjust the situation? In that case, your significator card, the Seven of Pentacles, talks about something in progress, understanding that this is a work in progress, but it's one that must begin nonetheless. You must step into the discomfort, and you can see it here with the Eight of Swords and feeling stuck almost for a while before things to work out. Sitting in your power and the Six of makes this connection victorious with the Six of Wands. Sitting in your power. As you work things through with the Three of Pentacles, makes this situation victorious. It will require you with the Nine of Wands to continue to endure things as you protect yourself, even when you don't feel like it, because that's the Nine of Wands. Standing there, being strong, being confident, even when you're wounded. And so it will require a time with the Two of Pentacles of keeping your balance, enduring that which is difficult, which you otherwise would not want to endure. As you work things out, the Three of Pentacles is a collaboration card. It's working together, right? So it has an engineer in this Three of Pentacles. You need to think and plan about, you need to plan things. And do you see what they're engineering? It's the Tower. Can you believe it? Whoa, look at that. So re-establishing things from the beginning. Things like being an architect to whatever is being broken down here. So this means sitting in your power saying, this is destructive to my life and to my joy specifically. I'm not happy. And I'm not going to take this type of, I don't know, let's call it poisonous behavior, toxic behavior. And although this may be uncomfortable, you want to redesign with the architect here, the foundation of how you two should collaborate together with the Three of Pentacles in a healthy way. So you must step into your power, not the power of, if you do this, I'm going to do this. It's more of, with the Queen of Wands, hey, this is really robbing my joy. And although in many ways, you are a joy in my life, but at the same time, this is taking away from my peace of mind and my joy. And so I would love nothing more than for us to continue our partnership, whatever this is. But it has to be in this manner for it to be healthy for the both of us. And if it's not in this manner, I will wish you the best in your life. I will be there to support you whenever you need it, because obviously you've got a beautiful connection overall together with the Ten of Cups. But I will not be able to participate in this form of collaboration, whether this is a business collaboration, a friendship, even a love connection, whatever this is. And so it's coming from a good place of setting your boundaries, because setting your boundaries is your right, not from a place of screaming, not from a place of fighting, pushing back, making someone pay for the pain, making someone do something bad, or do something bad to someone, like tit for tat. It's just recognizing that you are allowed to sit in your power, you are allowed to have your boundaries, and you can be loving while doing that, but very stern about it. In that way, proper collaboration of setting the foundation together is not going to be comfortable with the Eight of Swords. And it is going to take time with the Seven of Pentacles. But so long as this person is willing to collaborate in something fair and something good for the both of you, then it is worth this discomfort and taking the time to rebuild it with the Seven of Pentacles. Obviously, if this person does not want to collaborate in this way, then it's your wake-up call to, I guess, leave this situation. It does look to me like for most of you, with the wake-up, it's your moment. You are invited to step into this discomfort. And I don't know, since I don't have information in your cards on what type of relationship this is and what could be uncomfortable for you. It is, however, guiding you to step into that discomfort, although you don't feel like it. So what is discomfort? If I were to give some examples, they would be things like, let's say you and your friend enjoy spending the weekend together. Whenever the weekend comes, you two have all these wonderful plans and you both look forward to it, and you have like the fun with the Ten of Cups of your lives together. But let's say your friend is not respecting you. Let's say they keep doing the same thing week after week. They disrespect you one way or the other. And this type of disrespect continues to increase, continues to happen. Overall, you both are really loving towards each other. But let's say you're really tired and you can't take this sort of specific toxicity any longer. And so in that case, the discomfort would be in not going out with your friend for a while. Saying something like, there is nothing more that I would love to do in my weekends but to spend it with you. You are my best friend in the world, and I understand very well that you obviously don't mean to harm me in any way, shape, or form. But I did bring it up a lot of the times, and it's starting to take a huge toll on my mental health. And I feel like this is a lot of disrespect. Maybe you don't mean it, maybe it's something that you don't intend to do, but at the end of the day, it is truly affecting me. And I feel like we've just talked about it several times, and perhaps this is something that you are not really able to, for the time being, adjust. And at the same time, I won't be able to experience, because it takes a huge toll on me. And I have to work the rest of the week, and I feel really genuinely unhappy. And they make what's supposed to be fun really not fun for me. And so with the Queen of Wands upright, you are my best friend. I love you. I will continue to root for you, but I won't be able to go out in the weekends with you. So here is getting into the discomfort. Although you really look forward to the weekends, let's say you would usually let things go just so that you can go through and do the fun things together, you're realizing it is like taking a toll on you. And then the discomfort here would be having that conversation and not going out. Like, I guess it's time for you to start figuring out fun things. And maybe the universe is showing you other things that you're meant to pick up on that you're not doing in your weekends. So for now, it's time for you to sit in that discomfort, to have that uncomfortable conversation, to not go out in the weekend. So following that example, to start working things out fairly between the two of you. If you do that because you feel like you are, let's say, ashamed of doing it in another way, how about we make it easy? How about we work it out together, so long as it's respectful for me and respectful for you. If your friend, spouse, business partner is willing to collaborate with you with the Three of Pentacles to build a healthy foundation that makes both of you feel strong, loved, and appreciated, then this will be a victorious one. And I do see that you have that potential. All the cards are upright here. It will require an uncomfortable time for both you and them, by the way, with the Nine of Wands. It will require effort from them, and it will require effort from you, whether it's patience or doing the actual work or figuring things out together. It will require effort, so long as you are observing that you and your friend, your spouse, your business partner, whoever this is, are actively collaborating to make it work, then you're in the right. And you can see with the Seven of Pentacles, this will require some effort from you, some patience also. So patience is the Seven of Pentacles, some effort in the collaboration. And it will reach balance with the Two of Pentacles, so long again as both of you are working on that. And it's time for you to wake up. Your card is saying it's your moment to start to work on fixing this, because otherwise it's going to continue to become poisonous, and what was once happy will be the source of misery for the both of you. And this is exactly what I see, my dear pile number 2, as the truth that someone is hiding from you. Their enjoyment of something to your own detriment, and it must be rectified. This is what you're meant to know right now, and I truly hope you've enjoyed this reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, sending you so much love and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at the truth that someone has been hiding from you. This is a truth that you are meant to know right now. These are the decks that I'll be using for your reading today. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, as always, you'll find that I list them below in the description box for you guys. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful blue agate. Your significator card is the Six of Wands. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Pisces, Leo, Aries, and Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's get straight into it. We'll take a look at your oracle cards first. Your tarot cards are popping today. I feel like there's like a strong truth that you're meant to know right now for sure. Okay, so you've got you are rare and free. What a card. I love this for you. It says there are not many like you. Love me a unique pile. All right. You've got, actually, I think I should push this a little bit up so you can see your cards. There we go. So you've got the Boggart Posy, and the keywords are gossip and kindness. What? Gossip and kindness. Okay. We'll find out more about it in a moment. You've got hope. Such a beautiful card. The way it has been put together. The butterfly and these pieces, given that the butterfly is full of pieces. I don't know if I'm explaining this the way I want to show it, but yeah, it's very beautiful. Hope. It's kind of like the bits and pieces can form and transform something, transmuting a specific situation in your life, perhaps. Right, so you've got the sincere love enneagram. It's under the category of healthy love. And the keywords here are genuine love, loyal love, real love, true love, honest love, as well as faithful love. Love, 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 love this for you. All right, let's take a look at your tarot cards. So you've got the Hierophant. Oh my God, in pile number 2, the Hierophant was the first card to pop up for them in this exact situation. I would say, to me, this is a synchronicity, and this is why I would invite you to watch pile number 2 if you're drawn to it. Right, so you've got the Hierophant, you've got the Ace of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune. Amazing cards, I must say. Wow, is this someone telling you that they love you? I don't know. Let's see. Wow, you've got the World card. Guys, your cards. Oh my God. Most of them are major arcana. They're very strong. And it looks like with the Hierophant card, the Hierophant in a relationship reading is like marriage, commitment. You've got sincere love here. It looks like the Ace of Swords, which is the card of truth. It looks like somebody's going to be telling you the truth about how they feel, if you ask me. But why do you have hope, though? Let's find out. You've got, whoa, look at that. The Ten of Cups, happy family. And I don't think we can fit a card here, no. My goodness, what's going on here? Six of Wands, the card of victory, the card of success. This is in Babylon, I remember. And it was something around bringing the city back, or being able to protect the city. What was it? Hold on. I think it's going to give us a great perspective at what we're really looking at. So let's open at the Six of Wands. There we go. Six of Wands. What is that? Heralds open the procession of the great king of Knossos. Victorious, he makes his entrance into the pompous and magnificent city. The wands symbolizing royal power are raised high to salute and honor him. Minos wears the crown of his ancestors, bringing the population news of the impressive battles fought against the marauders of the sea. In the city, the people's jubilation flares up, and celebrating songs resound in the streets. The keyword is honor. So it's not Babylon, it's Gnosis. But you can see the victory here. There's a great victory that is about to happen. Fighting for something and becoming victorious. So what is the truth? It looks to me like perhaps somebody's been fighting for a particular love story, or fighting to show you their sincere love. This could be romantic for most of you, but it doesn't have to be. It could be someone in your life who perhaps you didn't believe, and is showing you their sincere love. Maybe they've done you some form of wrong and they want to fix it, and they maybe won over themselves, won over the situation, and they want to truly show you the truth about how they are really committed to you, how their love for you is sincere. And that's why you've got hope. They're picking up the bits and pieces of what could have been shattered. The relationship could have been shattered between the two of you because of something. It is someone who is picking up the pieces, the small pieces, transmuting it, transforming the situation for them to grow with the butterfly, and to win over themselves, to show you their genuine love, loyal love, real love, true love. You get the point. So I was even wondering in your card, why do you have gossip and kindness? It's like these are very opposites. There's kindness, and gossip is obviously not kindness, right? It's malicious. So in my point of view, I feel like this is talking about a person who may have done something that is not detrimental, right? But it's still toxic, but could slip one's mind if they're not careful. Just like gossip. It's something that we all may do here and there if we're not careful. And while many people are much more careful than others, it is still something that could slip us all by, to different degrees, from one person obviously to another. Some people, it slips them by completely, and they actively behave in it and even enjoy doing it. And it's sometimes even the only thing that they enjoy. And they keep talking and talking and talking maliciously about other people, destroying their lives and using it as a tool to get ahead and win and do whatever they want. So what I'm trying to say is, it looks like it's just like gossip. It's something, this person has been doing something that could be borderline toxic or wrong or hurtful in a way for you. And this little thing that they thought wasn't a big deal obviously shattered the connection between the two of you. And this does go in hand with sincere love here. It does go in hand with the fact that this person sincerely loved you, sincerely cared for you, and these two things did come together. You know, you're reading is not the same at all as pile number 2, but it does have some elements to it, and it makes me think that if you were drawn to pile number 2, you'll be able to, in your way, understand how this all makes sense to you. if you're again drawn to pile number 2. But in any case, it does look like this person picked up these shattered pieces, and they were able to transform as a person, grow, and they've won over themselves. The one thing that was real was their loyalty to you, their genuine love for you, their honest, genuine love for you, and how faithful they are to you. You are rare and free. There are not many like you. So one of the truths that this person may be hiding from you is their acknowledgement of how you are a unique person. They understand that if they were to maybe look even around the world, they may not find a person as amazing as you. They realize that you are rare. They also realize that you are free, which means that if you do choose not to be in this partnership, in this friendship, in this romantic connection, whatever this is, they will not be able to find a person like you, if ever. They won't, to a great extent. They realize, and maybe this is something they don't tell you, or maybe don't want you to realize that much, because they're afraid of losing you. They're afraid that you would maybe use it to leverage, or use it to leave them. I don't know. But you can see with the Ace of Swords here and the Hierophant that the truth that this person is hiding from you is that they have a clear understanding, a grasp over what needs to get done. What you don't know with the Wheel of Fortune is that there are major shifts and changes happening at the moment. You can see with the World card that this person will be able to accomplish what they've set out to do due to the major changes with the Wheel of Fortune, major shifts that they are going through. And that's because they realize just how much you make them happy with the Ten of Cups, how much they feel happy. And they want to reach a point with the Ten of Cups of enjoying this. The Ten of Cups is a happy family card. So they want to enjoy this connection with you and sincerely feel happy and enjoy what it has to offer between the two of you. And that's why they're so serious with the Ace of Swords, to commit, the Hierophant, to commit to taking action. Which makes me very curious about the Boggart Posey card. It's card number 11. You know, in pile number 2, I opened up card number 11 and I was like, oh, so that's our card. And I was like, no, you guys are 12. And you will find that they are the Poison Ivy. So it's like these two piles are absolutely connected. Again, another synchronicity. It is the card I opened for the other pile, and then I was like, no, you're number 12. So anyways, with the Boggart Posey, we're going to take a look at the poison, and then we're going to be taking a look at the antidote. So the poison is, Boggart Posey loves a good gossip. Most of us do. Humans are sociable creatures and are hardwired to be curious about their neighbors and friends' lives. As Jane Austen once wrote, for what do we live but to make sport for our neighbors and laugh at them in our turn? However, Boggart Posey takes it too far, embellishing and speculating for attention and shock value. Yeah, it's the same conclusion I was reaching here. It's like some people take it to the extreme, and while gossip is not a good thing to engage in, some people really take it to use it to their favor. So anyways, they get carried away and forget to be kind. Be wary of any information about another person you hear from Boggart Posey, as it may be pure fiction. So the antidote here is, When Bogart Posey discusses their feelings one-on-one with a friend about how others have treated them, it is not gossip. It's a healing means to work out their boundaries with certain people. It's a healing means to work out their boundaries with certain people. However, if they are in a group and hear something detrimental about someone else, they must ask themselves if the news is helpful and true or just scurrilous speculation. Bogart Posey is best to adopt an antidote of kindness and think twice before they pass on gossip or spread misinformation. Words have power, so make them kind and beautiful when you speak about others. Yeah, it does show you an element here, just like when you speak about how someone has wronged you. In that case, it's not really gossip. You're trying to tell someone something's wrong here. I've been wronged. This person has done this. And so I'm picking up intuitively something about someone doing a behavior that they initially thought was right, but taking it to an extreme where it's wrong. And so maybe they've had a reason to do what they've done, but it's not an appropriate reason to do it anyways. Kind of like taking something that could be right if done in a specific way at a specific situation, but continuing to doing it haphazardly because their mind have already convinced them that they put this thing in the right category, and then they thought it was they're free to do it whenever they want. And that could lead to feelings of being gaslit. So, for example, someone could continue to do something because they've analyzed to themselves that it was okay to do it, given that they've only analyzed it from one perspective, and not realize that they are hurting others if they continue to do it, because they haven't thought of the different ways and how it could be wrong and detrimental for others. So there's something like that when it comes to this person, and they really need to think about it with the Hierophant. They need to put it in the right perspective, study the situation well. So that's what I'm seeing here. I feel like you are already beyond this. You're in the part where, with all the little pieces here, this has already shattered your connection. Also, with the leaves falling, the autumn leaves falling, I feel like there was a fall in your connection. It was shattered. You dropped them even with the fall. Perhaps you've dropped them. And the truth that this person is hiding from you is that they truly realize what they've done. You can see with the Six of Wands that either they've worked on it and they're successful, or that they are going to be working on it and become successful in winning over this. The truth that they're not telling you is that you're rare. They understand that you're free to make connections with other people, and they realize that you can. There are not many people like you. There are not many like you. They see you as wonderful. They see you as a beautiful person. And one thing's for sure, that they have sincere and honest love for you. And they perhaps they're hiding from you because maybe you wouldn't believe them. But with the Ace of Swords showing up in what they're hiding, I would say that the truth here is that they've understood, grasped, Ace of Swords and the Hierophant. They've grasped and understood, realized the whole situation properly. They've understood it from all perspectives, and that there is an active shift going on. And you can see with the World card that they will be able to accomplish the World card, the card of accomplishment, completion. They will be able to complete what they've set out to do, and that they are looking forward to enjoying a happy connection with you. Forming a connection that feels more like family with the Ten of Cups. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Let's explore more, my dear pile number 3. Let's explore more about this particular connection and the truth. So you've got the Hanged Man. You even have a lot of cards like pile number 2. You've got the Justice card, the Three of Wands, the Strength card, and you've got the Five of Cups, dropping something, but also regretting something or crying over spilt milk. I find it really interesting that the Hanged Man here is depicted as a vampire and a bat, and they both suck up blood, given that the bats, they were observed to also be sucking up bloods from kettle, so in some parts of the world. So I feel like with the Hanged Man, the card of introspection, the truth that this person is hiding, that they're thinking at the moment, they're going introspect, they are analyzing the situation and learning that they have been sucking life out of you. It's interesting. Anyways, I'm saying it's interesting because I remember telling pile number 2 something around that, and you're getting bats. So anyways, I feel like this person has been sucking life out of you, and they're realizing that with the Hanged Man. They're really thinking about that. In fact, seeing the Hanged Man in conjunction with the Justice card, which is the card about truth, being justice. You see, it's in conjunction with the Ace of Swords, being just no matter what. Both cards show us an indication of not seeing something, but doing the right thing nonetheless. Why do I say that? Because bats, they don't see. Both of these are nocturnal. Again, that darkness, navigating in the darkness. The Justice card is associated with the eyes being closed. So I get 2 things. Perhaps you guys are not talking, which we did see in the falling of the leaves. Number 2, although they can't see you, or although this was a blind spot for them, they're navigating around it and trying to truly find the truth and do the right thing with the Justice card. They want to do the right thing nonetheless. Although they can't see much, they're navigating, trying to pick up on the vibes, trying to pick up on what's going on. They may not be able to see things clearly as you do, but they're learning to with the Hierophant, and they're committed to learning. And although they can't see and trying to go introspect and go within and understand what's going on, how they could be engaging in something as gossip, for example, like something that may not always look like it's wrong, but it is. So to them, this is what they're trying to pick up. It doesn't look like it's wrong, but they've realized how they've been hurting you with the bat here and the vampire, how they have been sucking life out of you. And although it's dark, they can't clearly see, they want to reach the truth, and they want to do the right thing with the Justice card. You can see they will continue to navigate this, making better choices with the signs here, going in better directions, doing better things, doing better. And they will continue with the Three of Wands to navigate their way out of this darkness. And you can see with the Strength card that they will manage to win over themselves, to find that power, success, the Six of Wands. They will win over themselves and find personal power. this is going to happen. They will be, with the Five of Cups, able to drop what used to bring sadness to you and to them. It may look, with the Three Cups dropped, it may look like there is no hope. But with the Two Cups upright, the Five of Cups always reminds us that there is always hope. You may not see it right away, but there is always hope, especially true for you and your pile. And that you can see with the Two Cups upright here, there is in fact hope, because as we speak, it looks like this person is in the process of transformation. And although they can't see, they're transmuting this situation to something better, to make it be something great. And what do I mean by that? Sometimes one person can use a bad situation to show something better, like to show how courageous they are, how much you mean to them. So they will be using this situation, transmuting it to the favor of this connection, to show you how much you matter, how much you mean to them, how far they can go in changing themselves, or say changing something that could have been difficult, to show you how important you are to them. And they will be using it to grow, to become a better person. And so you can see that they will eventually be able to drop that which used to bring sadness to you and to them. They will win over this. And finally, I want to pull out 3 cards as your guidance. Are you guided? The 3 cards have popped out. So, what are you guided to do in this situation? Knight of Pentacles. Take it slow, step by step. Don't make any drastic changes. Take this person in, I don't know, depending on your situation. Observe and take it slow is your guidance with the Knight of Pentacles. Take it step by step. Even the horse is very observant here. Take it slow and be highly observant. There's no need to make a massive commitment or anything like that. Page of Cups. So Page of Cups can sometimes be the card of friendship. Speaking of friendship, do you see? And speaking of you feeling like there's no hope, this could be impossible. On your card here, it says the voyage to go through the impossible. And so it looks like the both of you, especially this person, will be able to go through what seems to be impossible, and they will win over this. Your guidance is be friends. Like don't create animosity, but also at the same time take it easy. It's going to be a journey, but a positive one with the Sun card. As this person goes through this through what is impossible, what seems impossible, but you will come out of this happy, both of you. And surprisingly, you will go through this journey happy, albeit slow, but happy with the Sun card. It will be a happy experience because it looks like this person is sincerely serious about learning and making a change. So it's going to be positive overall. You're going to be observing the impossible, both of you. And your guidance is create kind friendship with the Page of Cups. Things don't have to be, what is it called? You know, unfriendly, hostile. It can be done with gentleness. Things there doesn't, you don't have, you guys don't have to leave a bad taste in your mouths, is what I'm trying to say. Take it slow, take it easy, be Be a kind friend. You don't have to commit to something you don't like, obviously, but you can do it kindly and with friendship, because it looks like there is kindness here between the two of you. There is, at the end of the day, sincere love here, and you will both observe the impossible become possible in your connection. Wow. So, my dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see in your reading, the truth that someone has been hiding from you and what you're meant to know. I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Sending you guys so much love, and I'll catch you in the next reading.